All right, let's jump right in. If you're learning Portuguese, I'm willing to bet you've come across a sentence that just made you stop and scratch your head. Well, today we're going to crack the code on one of the most unique and honestly one of the coolest features of the language. So let's start with a little puzzle. Take a look at this sentence. É melhor levarem os casacos. It means it's better that you take the coats. Seems simple enough, right? But there's something a little strange hiding in there.
Exactly. I mean, hang on a second. Everything you've learned tells you the infinitive to take is levar. So what is this levarem business? Where did that M at the end come from? It feels like it's breaking a rule, but what's really happening is that it's following a much cooler, much more specific Portuguese rule.
And the solution to our little puzzle? It's a concept called the personal infinitive. In Portuguese, that's the Infinitivo Pessoal. This right here is the secret weapon that makes Portuguese so wonderfully precise.
So what on earth is it? Just think of it like a smart infinitive. It's a verb form that takes the basic infinitive we all know and love, but then it tacks on a little ending to show exactly who is doing the action. It's an incredibly clever and efficient little piece of grammar. Let's look at why this is even a thing. On the left, with a normal infinitive, ele quer sair. He wants to leave. The subject is the same for both verbs. He wants and he is the one leaving. Easy. But now look at the right. Ele disse pra eles saírem. He told them to leave. Whoa. Now we have two different subjects. He did the telling, but they are the ones doing the leaving. That little M on saírem makes it instantly perfectly clear who's doing what. No ambiguity.
Okay, so it's clearly useful, but how do we actually form this thing? Well, I've got some good news for you. The pattern is super simple.
You literally just take the regular infinitive, like falar, comer, partir, and you just stick these endings onto it. Now, you'll notice that for il and ele or ela or você, there's no ending. So in those cases, it looks exactly the same as the regular infinitive. But for tu, nós, and eles, elas, or vocês, you add es, mas, and m. So falar becomes falares, falarmos, falarem. See? Not so scary, right?
And now for the main event. We know what it is, we know how to build it, but when do you actually use it? Let's go investigate the crime scenes, the specific grammatical situations where you'll find the personal infinitive in the wild.
Your first and biggest clue is that it loves to appear after impersonal expressions. You know, those phrases that don't have a specific subject, like it's good, it's necessary, it's important.
Let's look at an example. É preciso just means it's necessary. It's impersonal. But who is it necessary for? Well, the verb tells us. The S on the end of iris makes it crystal clear that it's necessary for you, tu, to go to the supermarket. We don't even need to say the word to.
Here's another one. É agradável. It's nice. Nice for who? The verb tells us again, estarmos. That mos ending is a dead giveaway that it's nice for us, nós, to be on the terrace. You see how clean and efficient that is? I love it.
Okay, the second major crime scene is after certain prepositions and conjunctions. This happens a lot when those words introduce a new idea with a different subject. Be on the lookout for words like para for, sem, without, até, until, and apesar de, despite.
So in this sentence, who bought the tickets? I did. But what was the purpose? The reason I bought them, introduced by para, was for us to go. That earmos nails it down. The subject of going is nos. Oh, this is a great example of that subject shift. The command at the beginning, não saiam, is for you all. Don't you all leave. But the condition, same without what? Without me arriving. The subject changes from you all to I. And notice here, because the subject is il, the infinitive chegar doesn't get an extra ending, but it's still the personal infinitive, because its job is to clarify who is doing the arriving.
Let's do one more with apesar de, which means despite or even though. So even though who is very rich, the am on serem tells us it's they. So even though they are very rich, they don't like to spend money. It makes the subject of that first clause totally clear.
So there you have it. We've looked at the evidence, we've identified the main triggers, and we have totally cracked the code. The mystery of the shape-shifting infinitive is officially solved. It's all about one thing: clarity. So if you're going to remember anything, remember these 3 golden rules. Number 1, its main job is to show a change of subject.
That's its purpose in life. Number 2, be on high alert after impersonal expressions like é bom or é preciso. And number 3, watch out for those key prepositions like para, sem, and até. If you can remember that, you've got the whole thing down.
And that's our look at the amazing Portuguese personal infinitive. It's not a glitch, it's a feature, and it's a seriously powerful tool for being clear and precise. Now that you're in on the secret, I promise you're going to start seeing it pop up everywhere, in music, in books, in everyday conversation. So the only question left is where are you going to spot it first?